So we've got another side quest here, and it's going to be the Fort Condor side quest. And doesn't actually mean going to Fort Condor.
I see you made it safe and sound. According to the energy readings, the proto-relic should be nearby.
This is going to be another proto-relic quest, and it's one that I should have realized was going to be a long one, because the previous proto-relic quest in the Com region was a long one, and it seems like they're all going to be long ones. And this one's going to involve the real-time strategy sub-game, the mini-game.
Something indeed. That's it. Now then, all that remains is to... That's odd. So many energy spikes. What could be the cause? This merits investigation. One moment.
Fort Condor, huh? Takes me back. Used to study basic tactics with it.
Game's pretty fun, actually. Wedge was into it, and he and I'd play sometimes.
Detecting rapid increase in... Wait, Tifa, don't!
Reinforcements are here! We're saved!
What in the hell is going on here?
And why do we look like this?
Hey, watch where you shoot!
Captain!
Don't give up the fight! No!
Glad you're here, troopers. Shinra forces are poised to strike our position. Help us! You're our only hope.
We are?
Now what did I just say?
There's no time! The enemy's already upon us. We'll explain on the way. Just come.
The nods back to the original. Now, if you haven't played the original ever, or in a long-ass time, the characters had this really goofy, ultra-chibi kind of art style, where they went with the giant heads and over-exaggerated limbs and stuff like that in order to make them present a little bit easier on the screen, but the technical mastery of the PlayStation 1 was not exactly fantastic at the time. So the characters didn't have hands, they were oddly blocky. Compare this to what they look like in Final Fantasy IX, which had another chibi art style, but the characters were so much more detailed. Well, bit of a throwback, they put the characters into a similar art style. They actually are more detailed than they were in the original game here, but, you know, they're just honoring the art style, not the actual original graphics. Now, the Fort Condor minigame was something that was in the original game, a small real-time strategy or real-time tactics minigame where you defended a hill from advancing Shinra troops using mercenaries. It was actually fairly simple. You just positioned defenders at certain points and then shooters behind them, and you could basically defend. This game is actually, it's more involved. It could be considered a game in its own right, although it is, I'd say, a little bit frustrating. You have two sides that advance on each other, and your goal is to defend your side while destroying the enemy's side, and there's a time limit. So you got to get it done within a certain amount of time. And on the top left corner, you see that bar increasing. That's the more bars you get, the more troops you can deploy in the field. So you can't just throw everyone in their field at once. Also, you can deploy hero units like Tifa and Cloud and Barret to really punch up the game.
We did it! Victory's ours!
And we owe it all to your gracious aid. We thank you.
Captain! Fellow troopers! It would seem that our next battle is fast approaching!
The enemy could launch another attack at any moment. Please, you must stay and help us fight.
Not again.
Hold up! The proto-relic! What is that I spy?
What is that I spy?
My memory is failing me, but intuition tells me that is the treasure I seek. Hold! Unhand that, you rogues!
Captain!
The hell was that?
Call me crazy, but we were inside the game, weren't we?
That's impossible. It is impossible, right?
Incredible! Simply incredible! No phenomenon like this has ever been observed before! It was as if the very fabric of time and space was twisted. But how? And why?
Chadley, focus.
So what now, little man? Proto-relic's gone. One of those punks in there swiped it.
You're right. Of course. The proto-relic. It's faint, but I'm still tracking its signal. Which means a portal like the one you used to enter Fort Condor has opened elsewhere. We cannot ignore this amazing development.
Now, at the end of the previous Proto-Relic side quest involving those doofus gang members, you saw a glimpse of Gilgamesh. Now, I don't think Gilgamesh was in the original Final Fantasy VII at all, but he's in this one. And this one, in this mini quest here, we're seeing him in his weird chibi form.
Condor kind of a big deal in Midgar?
Yeah, it was really popular in Sector 7.
Maybe I should have gotten into it earlier. Think I could still learn the basics?
I don't see why not. I bet both you and Red could pick it up quickly.
What do you say to that?
I accept any and all challengers.
Oh, someone sounds confident. No backing out, okay?
Listen to y'all, as if we've got nothing better to do.
Something I always found funny, and I doubt it's true, but there's an idea, like in Final Fantasy, you have these reoccurring character names, and even summon creatures like Shiva and Bahamut and all those kind of stuff. But a fan theory I've heard is that despite the reoccurring names, the only one that is actually the same character is Gilgamesh, who is the same Gilgamesh in every Final Fantasy he appears in. I don't believe this is true, but it's
Proto-Relic energy
interesting.
signature confirmed near the board game. I think we can safely say that's the entry point.
I don't think I'll ever get used to this.
It's not so bad.
Oh?
I'm going in! Charge! How could this be?
Captain!
Troopers, you're just in time.
Come, friends! Let us join forces to lay waste to those fiends and reclaim my treasure! What do you mean, your treasure? It came from our world. It belongs to us. Oh, cease your whinging, man. We've no time for it. Right now, we can but charge!
Your mission is to help us break through the enemy lines and retrieve the artifact they stole.
With the captain's aggressive approach, I fear we'll surely fail. Please, we can't succeed without you.
Oh!
Captain! We're coming!
That's our cue.
Captain! We've won!
Indeed. Yet we shan't rest till my prize is mine once more. Now, charge! Oh, no, you don't! Oh! You fool! Oh. What is the meaning of this?
Captain! Wait! Don't leave without us!
Welcome back to reality, everyone. Oh, it seems you've returned empty-handed.
Sorry, kid.
Don't be. I wish I could have done more, but there was so much interference. We're dealing with a powerful energy source. Powerful enough to call current models into question.
Hey, Chadley, I think I heard the captain call the proto-relic his treasure or something. You know anything about that?
Sadly, no. While I could offer theories, I require more data to speak with confidence. I can, however, inform you of the relic's location. Let's head there next.
So I am going to be cutting out the actual battles in order to keep this episode from being an hour long. So I'm going to run up to the point, I'm going to trigger it, and then we're going to jump right to the end. And I actually did lose a little bit of footage here, but it's nothing really to worry about. This episode is too long as it is, so let's not just get obsessed over every individual little fight. I'd say this Fort Condor minigame isn't the worst thing in the world. It's decently challenging, but you know, and I am a fan of real-time strategy games and turn-based strategy games of all sorts. This is a little simplistic, even though it's definitely more complex than how it was presented in the original game. But it's not something I'm going to see myself going back to over and over again. I got plenty of real strategy games that I can spend my time doing. Guess a nice little distraction, though, or an extra little bit of detail. So what I was saying before is the theory is that every version of Final Fantasy has a different Shiva. Everyone has a different Ifrit. Everyone has a different Bahamut, but there is only one Gilgamesh, and he jumps between the different universes. I don't think that's true. His appearance, although similar, is no more similar than the other summon creatures, and he is more or less just another reoccurring same theme. I think people get that idea by seeing, like, in Final Fantasy XII, he had the Buster Sword, and he had Brotherhood and stuff like that. It's just iconography, you know.
Fort Condor portal confirmed. Now then, let us risk life and limb to discover the truth of this phenomenon.
Yeah. Wait, no. What happened to the proto-relic? Ain't that what we came for?
Oh, yes, of course. I seem to have gotten caught up in the excitement.
I swear. Come on. Let's get this over with before the boy Wonder tries to talk us into worse. Now then, if I were a proto-relic, where would I be?
Over here! Your princess and your treasure await you! Make haste, my hero! Mwah! 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 Mwah!
Does he really think we don't realize it's him?
If he does, then he's further gone than I thought.
Friends, help us! The captain is in grave danger.
And without him, we're doomed. All of us.
What do you mean?
We're nothing more than pieces in this game. Normally, we'd be stuck here, waiting on the board until someone came along to play with us.
But all of that changed when the captain showed up. Ever since that day, we've been able to move around under our own power. I've never felt so alive. And it's all thanks to the captain.
Without him, we're as good as dead.
So how should we handle this?
I don't think we can get the proto-relic back without the captain. Yeah, we gotta help him.
Oh, my darling hero!
Hey, hands off, Buttercup! You want to thank us so bad? Give us the proto-relic! That, I'm afraid, I cannot do. This treasure is mine, and mine alone. Never would I allow you knaves to claim it.
Captain?
Come, my loyal henchmen! With this, none can hope to stand against us! We shall build ourselves a sprawling empire!
Hey, Captain! Well, wait for us, Captain! Where are you going?
That polygonal piece of shit. Talk about a dick move.
You hear what the cavalry said? This whole thing started when the captain showed up.
Yeah, when they gained free will. They were pretty happy about that, weren't they?
I still remember the weight of the chains that bound me to Hojo's service, and the joy I felt when someone finally came along and set me free. It's no surprise he's become a symbol of hope.
Even so, we can't just abandon those guys. Never mind the proto-relic.
Right. Speaking of which, I've reacquired its signal.
Send us the coordinates.
Gilgamesh in his other appearances in the series was not always so goofy. I mean, he is pretty freaking goofy here. And he was goofy in, like, 12 and stuff. But he's not always goofy. So he's a different character.
Back where it belongs.
Captain!
Time's up for this world. And everyone in it.
Yeah. But hey, at least we can say we went out with a bang.
We sure did. It was fun while it lasted. Thanks for playing with us, friends. May we meet again on the field of battle. Someday.
Well, if we can find the time.
Welcome back. And splendid work, everyone.
Thanks.
The Fort Condor anomaly appears to have vanished, along with the captain. Which, unfortunately, means I cannot ascertain his true identity.
Great.
At the last we'll see of the cavalry?
Not necessarily. I've devised an alternative. Though, I am sure my efforts will pale in comparison to that of their captains. Allow me to present an upgraded model of Fort Condor. By optimizing the combat simulator's OS for the game's internal processor, I have increased the unit's cognitive function and operational freedom. Provided they accept the optional update, that is.
Next time we see him, I hope we're fighting on the same side.
Here, man. You hang on to this. Just make sure to keep it safe, all right?
What the?
An untethered soul. Adrift in the void of time. This bridge is make fast.
Captain?
The singular item that you now hold is possessed of a power beyond your ken. You will deliver it unto me.
No.
Ha. Very well. Then I shall take it from you by force! You are indeed a worthy warrior. I saw it plain, and never does my judgment err. So it comes to this.
What just...
I was unable to locate you, albeit for only a moment. If something had happened to you because of me,
Nothing happened. I'm fine.
Right. My apologies. I let my emotions get the better of me.
Rattled you, huh? Could it be you got a soft spot for Soldier Boy here?
Annoyance response triggered. Cause? Barrett's mocking tone of voice.
Anyway, don't worry about it. Been in much worse situations than that before.
Very well. Regardless, I will do what I can to improve security measures.
Maybe we're not going to run into Gilgamesh proper outside of these proto-relic mini-quests, until we reach Wutai, which, from what I hear anyway, Wutai is not even in this game. So I guess we're going to be waiting for that for quite a while.